Well, in the end, I just couldn't help myself. So there was a sale on at a store, 20% off, and it wasn't just singles, because usually a lot of stores just do singles. Like Good Games, they usually do rolling 17% off or something like that. Singles every now and then, so I usually wait till then to pick up my singles because we don't have TCG Player here in Australia. But this store actually did 20% off boxes as well. So this was a $80 Australian Dusk Till Dawn box, right? So $80 in Australian, that's pretty insane. 80 something, right? So 115 minus 20%. You do the math. $20 off for the 100, and then $3 off for the 15. Did I do that correctly? Still, 87. Is that what we're at then? 90 something. 86. I don't know. It was cheap. It was a cheap box. Yeah. So I'm doing another one, even though I said it was the last case. Though it's not a case. I was tempted to buy more, but I don't want cases of the new sets. So I've gone over this because of the new drop rates. I feel like cases don't do you justice because the pull rates are actually really nicely adjusted, and also the correlation of the packs, right? It feels good to buy, single boxes, single packs. So I don't want to get necessarily stuck with a case, because often I have had cases with either the same cold foil commons, the same legendaries, and altogether I think just going all around is a bit better. First M is a Prism, right? But still, I don't like how rare they feel. In all honesty, they're meant to be played with, so they should be somewhat more common. Cold foils across the board is probably something I've been meaning to do a video on. Heck, I might have even done the video before this one comes out, actually. But yeah, cold foils, and we sort of touched on how things are being relegated towards promos. The Rainbow Foil variants of all the weapons, they're part of the Dragon Shield bundles. The cold foils themselves are part of the armor kits, and altogether, cold foils outside of sets, they hold the value you'd probably want to expect from cold foils. Cold foils in sets, if they're the common, they're rare equipment that isn't weapons, then they're pretty garbage, in all honesty, right? Generally speaking, your cold foil is not going to be that great. This, however, is quite great. So a Soul Bond, Resolve, Rainbow Foil Legendary, still a Legendary out of a cheap box. That is great. And this is my least pulled Legendary out of Dusk Till Dawn. Don't have the cold foil, and I only pulled one copy of the Rainbow Foil out of the many cases we did do. So that is wonderful to see, right? That's probably an acceptable pull. I don't think it's going to recoup the value of the box. I mean, there's many things that can recoup the value of the box, even at this price, right? We have to get quite lucky. And so far we haven't, right? Our only M is Prism. Interesting. I did one box with my partner. 13 Majestics, right? How insane is that? No, I'm not talking about foils. With the foils, it was 15, right? 15 Majestics, including the foils, out of a box. That was pretty crazy, right? There was no legendaries or anything else in there, but still, that was, pretty insane to find. Definitely, obviously, above the pull rates. And I guess that one, maybe there was a chance to recoup the value, because the Majestics are holding. In all honesty, right, all the other slots within a set seem to be sapping the price from the cold foils, right? That's what it feels like. Nothing here. Flail is kind of nice. Would love to have been able to find it in the Rainbow Foil variant, right? But still, come on. What else do we have? No. Might end up being nice and quick, right? If there's just going to be no M's whatsoever. Well, not no M's, but, our 6 M's. I mean, in all honesty, the 2 boxes I did get, so one that we're opening now and one that I'm opening with a partner, probably came from the same case. I mean, do I have the box somewhere? Because I can check the case serial number, right? No, I think I threw it out already. But yeah, they probably came from the same case, right? So if the other one was stacked with Majestics, it's understandable that this one is lacking. That's fine. Still have the other half of the box to go through. It is quite interesting that we only have one so far. Oh, there's a Figment. What's the foil? Foil is just a common. So we got Erudition and Soroya. Again, I like the old art Soroya more so. But the effect's kind of nice, is it not? Ponder Token on the Figment side is kind of lacking. Nada. So that should be in the M's. So we're at 3 M's, including a short printed Prism. Right. And were they both short printed? Both Visette and Prism? I don't know, it's kind of weird. There we go. Another Banneret. Gallantry. No foil M's yet, though. You know what? I was trying to separate them, but then I just gave up halfway through. Well, it was less than halfway through, wasn't it? You know what? What do we have? Standard Arts. Take that. Still haven't completed the set. Right? 3 of each. They are really rare. Right? Irrespective of the value that they are holding. Widespread Destruction for another M. And I don't know, was that 10 packs or so to go? Come on. Nada. Hellhammer, but just the normal. Not. So we should actually, because we only got Dragon Sleeve of Visette and Prism, correct? So we should see Levia and Bolton come about, and that way we have access to the Rainbow Foil, Hell, Hammer, and Beaming Blade. And then, of course, the armor kits, right? We've already cycled through all of them. I think we have. Levia might be October if we haven't, but I'd assume that's when we start moving into Bright Lights, right? And we get their promo variant weapons. Yeah. Cold foils, they need some respect back, right? One way or the other, because, yeah, that's essentially just a common. And also, guess what? That was the cold foil from the other box I bought, right? So, again, I really just don't want cases. I, in all honesty, want to just shop around and buy boxes from here, there, and everywhere. Because, yeah, the randomization is so good, it's too good. I guess stick there. Again, it's probably not even a $2 cold foil anymore, right? Yeah. Remember when cold foils were the pinnacle, right? They were the chase thing. Now, if it's not a Marvel, it's not really even an M. It's just kind of garbage, aside from promos. So either what I personally would like to see is either they relegate all cold foils, right, aside from the high chase variants, to promos. Then we cut out all the nonsense ones, right, that feel bad to pull. Because in all honesty, this as my 1 in 24, right, to find this is like, really? It's a cold foil. It's the cold foil of the box. One cold foil every box. So they're hard to find, but then it's just nothing, right? Spirit of War for our first foil Majestic, and we have 4 packs left. Come on, let's see what we can find. We get nada. Oh, United we stand. Not the right glowing fist man. We want Starstruck, since that's still, it's gone up, still hasn't it? But at least a $10 Majestic, right? And then we get nada. Lucky last 2. Can we find anything else in this box? No, there's no Archangel poking through. No. And lucky last ball. Come on. Last pack magic. Anything? I could get open. Oh, I completely forgot about the new trick. Nope, apparently. Unless we grab from the seam. Right, I think that's probably what they were indicating I meant to do, but that seems like a hassle in itself. This one seems... Oh, no, there we go. Right, so yeah, you just pull along the perforations. Are they perforations? They're more like clamps. And easier pull than trying to just brute force it from the top. Okay. Foil, just an R, no M. All together. Although we got the L, how do we do? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, and then 1 was foil. So we are still on point in terms of 6 a box. So that's nice. Cold foil. The right light looks gorgeous. Would love to see the Rainbow Foil variants. And then only 1, right? Extended Art Herald. They are extremely rare. Of course, our legendary Soulbound Resolve. Right, duplicate. Still, it's a decent one, right? Because it really enables Bolton more. When this defends, you may charge your hero's soul. First time, you'd be dealt damage each turn if you've charged. Prevent 1. Yeah. And then tempo. Right, so it doesn't even break. So you can defend twice with it, 2-1, and then you still get the damage prevention effect. Right, because you can just throw out 0 equipment, 0 block equipment, right, to still block and trigger these effects. Cool. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Dusk Till Dawn. I guess if they're cheap, I will do more. Yeah, no. This box was insanely cheap, and we barely got past the halfway point. It's really not worth to open boxes.